My name is Betty Jeanne Rueters-Ward. I'm a proud graduate of Star King School for the Ministry. I have the honor of serving on the faculty, but as I do when I talk about anything that I do professionally, I step back and remind myself that just about all of the choices that I've made professionally or personally throughout my life are a direct result from my Unitarian Universalist upbringing. So I want to just share a brief context of my journey to organizing, which is directly rooted in faith. I was birthed and mentored as a community leader and as an organizer by my home congregation, First Parish in Arlington, Massachusetts, and later built on that experience as a leader in our international youth movement, YRUU, or Young Religious Unitarian Universalists. And I know some of us may have discovered Unitarian Universalism in our 20s or our 40s and our 60s, some of us in our teens, and some of us like myself before we can even remember. But a common theme that I see both among Unitarian Universalists and people of many other religious traditions is how much our faith, and especially when we internalize the values of our faith, drives our choices and our work for the common good. So I remember from a very young age internalizing this commitment to the inherent worth and dignity of all people, internalizing a deep knowing that my well-being was connected to the well-being of all other people, and internalizing a deep hope that by creating communities grounded in love and justice, we might ultimately create the world that we so desperately want to live in. From internalizing both my UU faith and other religious values from an early age, I yearned to find a lifelong vocation to devote my life to social justice and the common good. And what I found, or what found me, was rather unexpected. I was called to seminary 11 years ago when my dear friend Landria Williams, who some of you might know as a nominee for our UUA board, or as a leader in the Black Lives Matter and Black Lives of UU movement, Landria told me about a new seminary program that was about to launch at Star King, a Master's of Arts in Social Change. And I remember hearing about that. The first time that I heard about the program, I had this visceral reaction in my body. I hadn't even realized that this was what I was so deeply yearning for and searching for. But ultimately, I'm so glad that I followed that call. And when I tried to explain my path to seminary, which was rather unexpected, and it was in a program that was geared towards activists, organizers, nonprofit leaders, and others, I had the hardest time explaining it to my German family. There's a lot of things, Unitarian Universalism included, that are difficult to translate across a language and cultural barrier. So the way I explain my path is, dieser Weg ermöglichte mir, meine tiefste Menschlichkeit einzuleben, which in English means this path enabled me to live into my deepest humanity. So that's what brings me to faith-rooted organizing, which I look forward to speak with all of you here today.